So I try to give him a couple of days to just come out and let the world know what happened. Because if something would have happened in his favor, he would have been up here telling y'all all about it. Yeah, I had to put work in, son. Word up. I had to put hands on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't talking about that. I gave Zip a couple of days. So let me tell you what happened. But before that, let me rewind. Brian Glaze Gibbs, after all of that talk and running his mouth, got whooped out. Brian Glaze Gibbs got whooped out. Them boys beat the shit out of him down in NC. And he ain't talking about it. He ain't making no videos about it. It's not about, I'm a gangster. I changed my ways. I used to lay that thing down. He used to kill women and beat women. It wasn't women. This was men that whooped his ass out. And he don't want to speak about that. All facts. 10 toes come with the facts. That's why they hate me. They be like, how does this motherfucker get the information from... Brian Glaze Gibbs get whipped out, right? This is about a month ago. Now, Saturday, Zip! They finally caught up with your little punk ass, huh? They finally caught up with you. He carries his ass out to Family Day, Corona Day, in Queens at PS 127. Good video. Make a close-up video, no shades on, and let's see if you got a cookie on your eye. Let's see if he tell the truth about the whoop out when you had a fight with Jamel's little brother, Pumpkin. Let's see about that. How did that turn out with you and Pumpkin? Huh? They said that you was on the floor rolling around like two pit bulls with muzzles on your mouth. Nothing was really going on. Darren, you took your little punk ass outside and you've been doing this internet barking and beefing, and they got your ass. And look who got him. The same people he grew up with from his neighborhood. Same people. You lucky it wasn't Jamel. Listen, Jamel would have whooped your ass out. Little Jamel, I know that's my nigga. Jamel would have whooped you out. But you go up in there and you up on this internet running your mouth. Now explain to the people. And then explain to them, why did it take 10 toes down to come out and expose it? Why is 10 toes down exposing what's going on with you? Because you a creepy little spider. You creepy bastard. You a creep. And you up in here lying and covering up. Now watch this, y'all. He gonna take that story and he gonna flip it. Now if he can only show the cookie on his eye, or the bruises that, the losses. You got to take your win with the win. There's no win to hold them, no win to fold them. Tell us what happened at PS 127. Let's talk about that. You don't even want to talk about that, huh? And you've been gone for a couple of hours. You've been gone because you usually up here every day making videos, talking, and going through it. Tell him about Pumpkin. I bet he won't do that, y'all. Brian Glaze Gibbs. Tell him about them young boys that jumped you. I bet you he won't do that, y'all. None of them gonna come up here and talk about this. I think 2025 is whoop out season. This big bird from Jersey caught Audie, ran down on him. Zip with the drip. Brian Glaze Gibbs get whooped out. Last year, I'm throwing it into fucking 2025. I runs down on the bird. I don't whoop him out. I hem him up and grab him up. Get off of me. Why are you putting hands on me? It's starting to catch up to y'all. Y'all better start hiding. China Brim and Harlem Legend is happening. It's people is out looking for y'all now. You motherfuckers is getting looked for. I'm gonna start training birds. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna train birds out here. These little black birds, and I'm gonna do like back in the days and start putting little letters on their feet and send their ass down to North Carolina where y'all at, so they can give the message to another bird and yeah, put that work in on them. Because the other way, you going to jail. You on the phone, a text, try to tell a nigga something. No, birds can't talk. I'm going to send a bird out there with a letter on his beak, and he going to come out to wherever you at and just drop it on a nigga. Yo, the word is Harlem Legend live right here, or the mayonnaise face with the cut with the cut, with the sideways pussy on his face, live over here. Yeah, I'm gonna start sending the word out on y'all because they tired of y'all. Zip with the drip, they got him. See, the problem is this. Let me talk to Pumpkin. The problem is this, Pump, is that you didn't give your all. Y'all supposed to jump that nigga. Fuck out of here. He up here misrepresenting Queens, talking all this stupid shit, and got the nerve to come out to East Elmhurst. Everybody has a jail story. When is there gonna be a freedom story? You don't never hear freedom stories. When are we gonna hear freedom story? We're gonna hear a story about, yeah, when I first came home, my family was there for me. I welcome in arms, you know what I'm saying? First time been like 20 years, I ain't eat steak and lobster. I ain't eat this and that. Tell us about them stories. Niggas ain't got them stories. Dudes came home and their cousins in them gave them their old sweatsuits. They came and gave them sweatsuits that was too big for them. Dudes came home and was twisted. They was wearing old man sweaters, the checkerboard sweaters and all that. They was twisted. That's why they only got jail stories. They don't tell you nothing about, yo, since I've been home, I've been in a relationship with shorty, this and that. No, they came home and they people took them to the little side hole in the wall joint and had them piping them little ex-bass head fentanyl bitches or the stripper little bitch. That's the only pussy they was getting. And then they ain't in no relationship because they don't know how to hold a relationship. None of them got freedom stories. Where's the freedom story at? Everything is just give me one freedom story. Nobody tell about their kids. Nobody got no type of growth. None of them came out and said, yeah, I got a family, I'm working ahead. They don't tell you about their job. They don't tell you about the success in their life. Nothing. Everything is, yo, when I was inside, they still inside. That's why when they was in there, they was focused on in there. People used to tell me, yo, son, we ain't doing time, you know what I'm saying? I got to put the streets out there, leave the streets. Nigga, I'm not leaving the streets out there. I'm bringing the streets in here with me. I'm going to be up on the new technology. I'm going to be on this phone. I'm going to be going on that trailer. I'm going to be doing everything to stay in tune with out there. Because you stay tuned within the confines of prison. When you get out, you ain't going to know what's going on. You're going to be lost. You're going to be like, hold on. I can't wait to go back. Jail is fun, son. This out here is boring. It's too much to be getting up, going to work, getting on a train, and niggas bumping you. And I ain't with all that bumping shit. Some word up, I almost knocked the nigga out today. Where they have a street story about almost knocking the nigga out. Y'all almost knocked the nigga out on the train. Word, what happened? Talking to another jail nigga. Word up, because a real dude that's in the streets doing living life, I don't hear no motherfucking train jail story. You done brought the jail story on the train. Yeah, about to knock this nigga out, son. I was on the train, and the nigga kept bumping me and bumping me. Every fucking stop, this nigga bumping me. Dummy, we on the train and shit is moving. It's motion. That's what happens on the train. Motherfuckers don't know what happened. Nigga sneezed the other day, son. Right next to me, I looked at him like, yo, if you sneeze again, I'm gonna blow your fucking head off. About to cut the dude on the train for sneezing. You can't fault him for sneezing, coughing, burping. Niggas is farting. You standing there, you like, no nigga ain't disrespecting, just fall on this fucking train. The train, I know nigga ain't disrespecting, just fall on this bus. I know nigga ain't on this bus farting, bro. Word up, niggas is foul out here. Dudes in jail are crazy. That's why I stay far away from them. Let me let y'all know something. Whenever y'all hear this right here from somebody, run. If a dude is with somebody and he introduce him to you and he go, yo, this is my man so-and-so. He just came home. He did 14. Run! That nigga that's telling you that is crazy. He never even been in jail. But he's super thugging this nigga and bigging him up for the time he did. And if you on the sideline listen to it and you hear that conversation going on and the dude they telling it to go, word, salute. Salute, King. Salute you. Niggas be saluting coming home. Salute, King. Salute you. Motherfuckers used to try to do that to me. Motherfuckers be like, yeah, yo, this my people, man. Nigga just did 21. Word up. Whoa! Fuck you telling them that for? What you doing? Nah, I'm just saying. Like, no. Just saying got me 21. You talking about you just saying? Just saying got me 21 years. Listen, all you doing is building credit for these niggas. You don't tell a nigga I've been in the joint, because now he telling him. Now, in due time, these niggas got something over my head. They like, yeah, look at this big nigga, bitch ass nigga. They could just walk up, I smack the shit out of you, you big muscle bound, big arm nigga. They know I'm not gonna be able to really go all the way handy. Nigga, you just did 21, shut up. You don't want to go back, nigga, and you want parole. Like, nigga, you lining me up. Don't tell these niggas where I've been. And then on top of that, the salute thing. What is the salute? I'm in the Jadakiss song. That shit, where I'm from, niggas did 20 years in jail, and Jadakiss said salute. Salute what? Don't salute me for doing time. I don't want no salute. I want a fucking solution. Fuck a salute. Salute that nigga, because he going back. Salute him. That's because they don't even want to, because they don't have no good freedom stories. You think motherfuckers don't want you to go back? Motherfuckers want you to go back inside. Because once you come out, they want to parade you. They want to show you around. They want to, yeah, son. And in their mind, they figuring like, nah, this nigga gets busy. Like, look, Fat Joe and Charlie Rock LD, right? When Charlie Rock came home, Charlie Rock told me, this is my bro. When I came home, you know, he still had me out there. I was in positions to where I had to get busy. I had to hold that thing. You know, Joe had to make sure that Joe was good. Joe gave me the hammer. Joe made sure that if anything happened, and you know, I'm going to hold him down. And I'm like, damn, Charlie Rock, you did all that time, you came home and still was picking hammers and shit up. Why Joe ain't just give you like a position where you could be a fucking executive A&R, teach you the business? But that's how it was, bro. He really wasn't helping me out. And he know I was fucked up. I'm like, damn, even the millionaires want to see you fucked up, man. They want to put you in positions where you got to fucking compromise your integrity and your values and morals and your family, and they already know, like, nah, I took care of this nigga up north, you know what I'm saying? And they feel you obligated, and you feel you obligated to help him out and take care of him because he took care of you up north. That's the manipulation shit of it. I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of looking out for dudes that's up north, just in case, dudes that's out here talking stupid and going there, and I can send a word, yo, take care of that nigga. You know, I'm guilty of that, but I don't do that no more. I used to do that. Yo, take care of them. Take care. They're going to take care of it because I'll be taking care of them. But y'all motherfuckers that's coming home, start making videos about good freedom stories. Let's start talking freedom. We need some freedom stories. We need some stories of success. And people always talk about, even if they say, I'm not for the kids, I'm not for this and that, then who you for? What you doing here? I'm for me. You for you? Okay, so then show us something that you did for you. You didn't even do nothing for yourself. We didn't even see you upgrade your clothing wear. We didn't see you upgrade your fucking grooming. We didn't see nothing. No upgrading. They ain't even for you. You know what it's for? It's for a click of you and for people to send fireballs and muscle bouncing arms across your channel and saluting you and saying you the realest nigga up on here. There's no way in the world that someone can gas me up as a grown-ass man and say, yo, you the realest dude on the internet. A lot of these guys, so-called men, are still suffering from childhood trauma. They went to prison at a very young age, and a lot of them lost their virginity in jail. A lot of them got caught up having relationships with men while they was in there from very young ages. They came home and they expected the world to embrace them with love, and everything's supposed to stop when they made it home. They were supposed to have a job, they were supposed to have a place to stay, they were supposed to have all of this stuff, right? But they end up in a shelter. Do you know what that did to their egos? They end up being denied a job. They end up having nobody there for them. Do you know what that does to the average guy, man, child that grew up in prison serving 10, 15, 20 years, and they come home to nothing? They're going to make everybody, hurt people. So they're going to sit up here and glorify the evilness and the ugliness of where they came from and make it look like it's okay, because they don't want to be the only ones in pain. They want everybody else to endure their pain. And that's how the government is, and that's how it is today on a smaller scale. And that's what these YouTube dudes is doing. They continuously tell you prison stories. If I give you a prison story, I'm going to tell you a real story with some humor and the pain that I felt in that motherfucker. It wasn't no joke in there. I laughed my ass off about it because now it's funny because I'm like, damn, I put myself... Yo, Zip, why you ain't talking about that goddamn ass whooping that happened at PS 127 in Queens, East Elmhurst? You got to talk about that, man. Let's hear about your wins and your losses, because all your wins is losses and all your losses is wins. I mean, I want to hear about it. I want to hear give us the whole story, because if you deviate 1 inch off of what happened, you know 10 Toes always got something in the bag for him. Talk back to 10, I'm talking to you. You know the flavor. If you don't get it now, you definitely gonna get it later. And stay off that goddamn white man prison. And stay off that white man YouTube channel, Lord Jamal.